Hi everybody, today is Sunday, April 7th, and it is so sunny and nice out today. It's really great. I just finished at the pool, and I think I'm gonna maybe go do some stairs in the river valley. There's hundreds of stairs that go from different areas in the city down to the river, but a couple years ago I used to do them a lot, go up and down them a few times and get more and more doing that. It's great exercise. It's outside. The river's actually flowing completely. There's no ice. It's either sank. I think it sinks. Anyway, last night was interesting. I drive in different spots. I don't stay in the same spot usually twice. Anyway, maybe I'll go back in a few days or something like that. But so I went over to this one area where I distinctly remember that was the quietest, nicest sleep I've had. You don't hear any cars, nothing. It's in a nicer kind of neighborhood. Anyway, I parked my van, and then this guy, it was getting dark. It was like about 9 o'clock. This guy walked by my van, looked right at me. He walked down the sidewalk a bit. And I usually sit when I park for a few minutes, just see if there's anybody around, whatever. And then I got out of my van, and in a couple of minutes he walks back and walks sort of into the park, and then so I didn't feel so comfortable. So I thought, okay, I'm not staying here. So then I'm driving around, and I found another spot that looked fantastic. And I went to the end, come right back to the spot, and there was a house where the front door and front window were facing south, happened to be, and there's this nice park, and there's like a curved road, and it was a good vantage point that in the morning, because I get it out on my driver's side, there would be a chance, nobody really see you or anything like that. And then I'm right beside a park, and I thought, this is perfect. And I'm just sitting in my van, waiting around for a little bit to see if anybody's walking around or whatever. And then all of a sudden I see a girl on the porch in that house on the front stairs, and the light in the living room or whatever's on, and I don't know what was going on, so I just sitting there waiting. And then this man in his underwear comes to the front door, and then they're kind of laughing. They sneak across the street, and then he takes off everything, and he's running completely through the park. And then he runs back, and then he runs up in the house, completely naked. And I'm thinking, is there full moon or what? And then just a minute after that, a car, like an SUV, comes along, kind of drives half on the curb. And I thought, maybe this is an evening occurrence and people drive over to see it. I don't know. Anyway, I noticed that they never got out of their vehicle, and then they moved up a little, and then they drove down the road. They turned around, they came back, and parked right behind me. Shut off their lights and didn't get out of the vehicle. I'm thinking, what is it, a full moon tonight? I don't know. I actually checked. I don't think it is. It doesn't look like it is. Anyway, I moved to a different spot, which was outside a schoolyard, which I would not do during the week. I don't want to be getting out of my van by the school looking like a weirdo. So on weekends, I don't park near churches because there's usually a lot of traffic there. And on weekdays, I don't park near schools. So, being that it was Saturday night, I parked at the end of the school, felt comfortable with that. And then there was this little building that's like about a sixplex or something like that. So, perfect. And I had a good sleep. Everything is great. And that was my evening. Interesting. But today is sunny and beautiful. The work that I did in the van, just those little things, hanging up some hooks, securing my dresser to the side wall the other day, having that shelf behind here is fantastic. Like, wow, these little things make a huge difference. I can't wait to I keep talking about it. I can't wait to get the bed frame made, because it is, it's going to be great. Yeah. And then I just have right now a hook on the back where I hang oranges and apples and avocados and stuff like that. They stay really cool back there. I'm actually sitting at the pool right now with some of my back doors open just a little to air everything out. yeah, so those improvements are huge, really huge. And then once I start traveling and that, this passenger seat here flips right down and it's got a hard back on it. It's actually for doing work, just like the front dash has an inset in there for a it's for a clipboard. And there's actually a little thing down here that's for a filing cabinet. We put a lot of stuff in it, not file folders, so I put a lot of stuff in there. So it's like, I feel sometimes like Mr. Gadget. And like it, one person, the Germans I met, these German people last summer, they're like, you're a ninja. Anyway, and sometimes I feel like Mr. Bean. His little car and everything. Anyway, it's working out really good. But I'll tell you again, that sun makes me feel fantastic. I love it. It's warm. And another little interesting, cute little thing I seen today. Just as I got dressed and got ready for the day, there's a little bee, a honeybee, landed right by on my outside of the door there. So I let her sit there for a little bit. Then I gently took a piece of paper and she flew away. Yeah, be nice to the bees, because we need the bees, you know. So I hope you're all having a really good day. Don't forget to share your smiles. Everybody loves them, and they're free, and you can lift up somebody in the day. So I might add some more to this video if something interesting happens in the day. And we'll talk to you soon.